Chapter 7. It was easier to get out of the basement, with the trail to follow. Suddenly, it didn't seem so much like a maze, rather a straight path with too many distractions along the way. Just like the house, if none of the doors had been locked, we could have gone straight to the key fragments, and right to the 4th floor. Maybe then, nobody would have had to die. Although, even if they weren't unlocked, with the perfect knowledge of this house, it wouldn't be much trouble to get through it easily. The 4th floor room was the biggest so far. It had a single table with a tiny stool, a closet, a bookshelf, and a large throne-like chair. The other two poked around the room. Germany hadn't been on the 4th floor before, and only America had come into this room. Russia was still stuck in his role of searching every nook and cranny for a clue, but Germany didn't bother. "So, where's this key?" he asked. The keyhole was located next to the bookshelf, which looked like it had been moved. The key itself was actually shaped like a cross. The two pieces of metal were each in the shape of a triangle, missing one side, and if you put them together properly, they'd make a cross. But I never would have figured that out on my own. I fit the key into the hole. It was designed so if the pieces were all put together, the lock would click and the door would open automatically. It slid open with a heavy scraping sound. The room it opened up to was completely white, except for the wooden staircase leading up towards the 5th floor. "Russia, should we go?" I asked. He was between us almost instantly, staring into the opening of a fresh new hell. "Is it a good idea?" Germany asked. He was either genuinely scared or just playing with Prussia's big brother complex. "Of course! No way but forwards now!" He pushed us both through the door and into the room. The door shut behind us. The room was pure white. It was tiny and the three of us barely fit together. The color contrasted with our messy appearances. Blood and dirt shed off us, leaving a testament to what we'd been through so far. We went up the stairs and into yet another room. This one had a clock on the floor written in red. I could only hope the numbers weren't drawn in blood. Then, in the center was a blue switch, and a picture was on the wall directly opposite us. I went to look at the picture, and Prussia went immediately to the switch. I knew it couldn't be as simple as pushing down a button. As soon as he touched it, a shock of electricity ran through me. "Ow!" Germany exclaimed. "What did you do?" "Sorry, I just stepped on the switch. What kind of room is this?" The picture on the wall was a moon that had been crossed out in red. I turned to look again at the clock inside. "It's another puzzle," I concluded just as Prussia jumped on the switch again. "Would you stop that?" Germany yelled. "How do we solve this?" "There's an X on this picture here," I said. "And it's a moon, but this is a clock, so there are no moons." I let a smile form for a few seconds. "Maybe you should try the button again?" "No!" Germany exclaimed, rushing forward to stop Prussia, who laughed and pushed down once more. Electricity rushed through me again, and I shouted in surprise. "What, not gonna yell at me this time?" Prussia teased. "You're starting to enjoy getting shocked." "I wasn't." Germany looked confused. "Italy, did you feel anything?" "Yeah, it kinda hurts. Please don't do that again." They both frowned at the ground and looked around for answers. I remembered the book in my hands and was about to flip through it again when Germany spoke up. "Italy, can you come stand over here?" he said. He moved from where he'd been, with both feet on the 3, and I took his place. He stood next to me on the 4. "Press the button." Prussia did, and this time I didn't feel a thing. Unfortunately, I could tell Germany did. "So, the 3 is important?" I quickly asked. What does the 3 have in common with these other numbers, and with the moon?" "Try the 6, Prussia suggested. "I'll do it this time," I said, but Germany wouldn't let me move. "Push the button." Again, nothing. Again, Germany was shocked. "Alright, now the 9. We can only use multiplications of 3. Why not just try a number?" Come on, West. If this doesn't work and the 12 doesn't work, then we can try one of your ideas. What if there aren't enough people still alive to complete this puzzle? I asked quietly. I don't know if they heard me or not, but neither of them said a thing. Alright, push the button. 9 didn't work. Germany was starting to get mad. I offered to switch places, but neither of them would let me, so we moved on to 12. I didn't get a chance to look in the book before pressure hit the switch again, but this time, instead of a rush of electricity through the room, a click could be heard and a door appeared in the wall. Hey, we did it! Precious said. Wow, I can't believe that worked! You thought it wouldn't? Germany asked. Then why keep hitting the switch? We don't have time, I said. I grabbed both their hands and dragged them through this new door. My heart stopped. We were in another cell room, though this one was filled with different types of monsters, each with varying numbers of arms, eyes, and muscle definition. Even just one of those could kill all 3 of us. I didn't actually realize I was screaming until Pressure placed a hand over my mouth. Hey, it's alright. They're locked up. They can't get to us, he said. He didn't sound so sure of that himself. Right, let's just get out of here. From there, I ran through the rest of the room and into the next. It was another pure white room with large tiles covering the floors, and there, in the corner, hanging from a chain on the roof, was another key. We approached it cautiously, in case this was a trap, and once I got the key in my hand, we ran. It seemed like nothing was chasing after us, but still we ran as fast as we could. A big metal E was melted into the keys. And E for entrance, E for exit, E for everything has gone wrong in this stupid house. I tripped over every second step and Pressure was laughing hysterically. It was finally... No, I shouldn't have thought that. I shouldn't have been glad. We shouldn't have allowed ourselves to believe that a story like this could have a happy ending. The monster met us on the 2nd floor, and in a blind panic, Pressure pushed us past China's and Russia's remains, and into a bedroom. It was opposite the fireplace room where we'd found France. He locked the door and pushed us back, standing between us and the door as the monster started slamming against it. He took in deep breaths, his body shaking. Germany and I were in no better state. The weight of dashed hopes was crushing us. Alright, okay, this is what we're going to do, he said. Once that door opens west, I want you to take Italy and run. Pressure took the sword that was once again anchored at my side. No, Germany said firmly. We're not going to leave you here. We can beat it together. If you think that, then we're all going to die. Is that what you want? This was the first time I had heard Pressure shout at Germany. It was so strange. The door gave way and the monster lumbered in. It seemed to know that this time was different. I'll fight with you, Germany said, having recovered from the shock. We're getting out of here together. Pressure growled but didn't say anything. There was no time. He ran at the monster's sword raised and ready to kill. But he was swiped off his feet easily. The monster stomped its heavy foot down on Pressure's leg, crushing it completely. He kicked him towards the wall where he hit his head hard, and left him there so it could deal with us. The sword had fallen to the ground, blood spilling alongside it. There really is nothing good in this world, is there? Germany hesitated. He only moved when I tried to grab the sword. He took it before I could reach, and took a swing at the monster. He was usually so together, so precise, so strong. But none of that meant anything here. Here, when it mattered most, Germany missed. With one mash of its teeth and one swipe of its bloodied claw, that monster rendered Germany another stain on the wall. Not unconscious, not dead, but unable to fight. A useless rendition of the person I knew. The sword slid across the ground and hit my feet. I picked it up with shaking hands. Surely I would die for my revenge. I needed to die here. I stabbed aimlessly. The sword ran through the monster's chest and stomach and neck, tearing it apart. Alarmingly, it didn't land a single hit on me. Maybe it fed off misery and knew it would get a better meal by letting me live. No, by forcing me to. With one final move, I cut the beast clean in half. Its body disappeared, and I collapsed in a fit of hysterical sobs. You did it! Pressure croaked. A smile was on his face despite his rapid blood loss. You're getting out of here. I shook my head so hard it hurt. No, I'm not! I won't leave you here. Either we all get out or none of us do. It's a little late for that, isn't it? He coughed, spraying blood all over me. I pushed my way in between them and took both their hands. I couldn't control myself. I cried so hard. I thought my body would just give up. Italy, you should be happier. We've all done this so you can get out, Germany said. No, I can't. I can't do this anymore. Please, I'm staying with you. Germany reached up with a shaky hand and wiped the tears from my cheek. Don't cry. We're not scared, are we? That only made me cry more. I pushed against my cheeks to remind myself to smile. No, we're not. Then go. It's going to be okay. He closed his eyes, just as Prussia had a moment before. Neither of them opened back up, and neither of them said another word. I don't know how long I stayed there with them, but I couldn't bear to leave. Almost everyone I was close to had died right in front of me. What else was I supposed to do? Bravery had never liked me, and for as long as I stayed, the monster never bothered me. I didn't hear a single sound or see a single thing out of the ordinary. It was almost like the house was empty now, and if I wanted to join my friends, then the only way to do that would be to end my own life. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't throw away everyone's sacrifice. I couldn't leave Romano alone. I couldn't stay in this house with only the blood of my loved ones to keep me company. So I left. I walked out of the house very calmly. My entire body ached with the need to destroy everything I passed. But I kept calm and pushed every scrap of emotion to the bottom of my mind. I tried the key in the front door, and to my disdain, it worked. I was free, but at what cost? It made me wonder what price the writer of this journal had paid for their own freedom. He couldn't have come alone after all, but did they leave that way? When I stepped outside, the book started to glow, and footsteps thundered behind me. The monster was chasing me, and although I wanted so badly for it to kill me, I ran away. I ran along the path until I reached the main gate, at which point I stopped to face the monster. It stopped too, and I started to laugh. I won! I yelled at it. You can't catch me! You lost! The moment I get out of here, you lose. As a nation, I will return and destroy this place. Does it make you angry to lose to a coward like me? Thunder cracked through the sky, and lightning broke through the sudden curtain of dark clouds. Drops of rain began pouring heavily down on us, and the wind picked up, threatening to push us right over. The book opened in my hands. Its pages glowed and flipped forward to one I hadn't read before. My eyes scanned over it quickly. The rainwater was soaking the pages and making them difficult to read, but it caught it on time. I looked up at the monster. I must have been out of my mind. You can take us back, I whispered. Take us back, and if you do, you can eat me first. As long as you can catch me, just take us back. It didn't move, but a blue glow encompassed my body just as it had taken over the book. It floated into the air, its pages slipped forward again. The content disappeared off each one as they went past until it reached the front cover. A pen appeared in front of me, and the space where the old owner's name had been written became clear. I thought of Romano. What would he say? What would he do? Would he have given up everything to save his friends? What about Prussia or England or France? What would any of them do? Any of them would be better suited for this. But none of them were here to help me. It wasn't their decision. It was mine. I took the pen and signed my name on the little dotted line, just like a real contract. The blue light continued to grow, covering me completely and glowing all around me until I could no longer see. As it washed over me, I felt at peace. It was almost like I didn't have a body anymore. I was just free. Hopefully, that's what death had been like the first time. Italy, wake up already! My eyes shot open. I was in a world meeting hall. Germany was standing up, attempting to bring order to the chaos. Japan sat right beside me with a concerned expression on his face. Romana sat on my other side, looking at me like I was the stupidest little brother in the entire world. I could have cried. Everyone was still alive. It was just a messed up nightmare. It was just... I felt a weight in my hands, and my heart sank. I looked down at the table. The journal was there. My fingers resting on its red leather cover. The meeting was almost over. I could already feel the strings of fate pulling me back to the mansion. If I could get just one more chance, I know I could do it. I could save everybody. Please, please let me try. Alright? Just one more time. Oh wow, that was one emotional roller coaster. Oh, god dang, HETAONI. God dang, HETAONI, you're just so sad. I can't. This is so sad. This chapter was so sad. Like, oh my god. Oh, I can't believe we're done with this series already. Ugh. I have to find a new one soon. Well, I'm not gonna try to find a new fanfiction anytime soon because I have other video ideas planned. Story-related videos, but different kind of videos. But okay, I'm not gonna spoil them right now. I hope you have a good day, and bye.